Should you sell your house when the market's hot or when the market is cooling off? That's what we're talking about right now. Hey there, Vitos Carnecchia. Welcome back to my channel, San Jose Living. Today we're going to be talking about, should you sell your house when the market's hot or when it's cooling down? If this is the first time to my channel, please consider doing yourself a favor and hitting that subscribe button and hit the little bell to be made aware of new videos. We post new videos every week and I'd hate for you to miss any of them. So today we're talking about, should you sell your house today when the market is super hot or when it's cooling down? And today we're going to kind of go through your options. The pros to selling your house in a high market are you get a huge sales price, highest sales price you could probably imagine. And I'm seeing it daily here right now. You have lots of buyers, which means there's a lot of competition on that end, which means you pretty much can pick any offer that you want. And if it's not perfect, you can counter it and make it perfect to your needs and scenario. And again, there's those zero contingencies as is, you get rent back. Sometimes you can even negotiate free rent back for a month or so. So that's great. All right, so the cons of selling your house is higher cost of selling. So if it's $1 million house or a $1.5 million house, it's going to be a lot more expensive to sell because of commission and transfer tax and escrow fees and etc. And then selling a house that's lower cost, that's that. And when you go to buy your house, wherever you might be going, there might be a hot market there as well. So, you know, you go up to Sacramento or, Sacramento, Folsom area, that market's really hot right now, it's saturated. You might go outside of San Jose in the Santa Clara County, so you're paying a premium for that house as well. It depends on where you go. And because you're paying a premium, you're obviously paying a higher cost for that house. You're paying higher closing costs, and your cost of living is going to be a lot higher as well. Pros and cons of selling in a depressed market or a cooled market or a crashed market or a crashing market. Obviously, the pro is it's a lower cost, but that's your ego. So it could be a pro or a con. So it's a lower selling cost. And when you go to buy your next house, it's a lot easier. Again, you can be pickier about the house that you're looking at. You can be you get your wants and desires, so you can find the right house. You can take the time to find the right house for you, and you don't have to pay a premium price for it like it would be at the top of a market. And again, lower cost of buying, lower cost of acquisition costs, lower cost of living, so that's a pro. So there are cons to doing that as well. It depends on your scenario on how you're selling your house. Again, your house is going to be lower cost, lower priced, right? So if it was 1.5 and now it's $1 million, you're going to have to deal with the ego of, oh, I'm going to sell my house at a discount, but it's not really because the market defines the price, right? And you can still lock yourself into an aggressive price to get multiple bids, especially here in San Jose. Even in 2007, 2008, and 2009, we were seeing people buy houses a lot lower cost, but there were multiple bids on all the properties that were out there, especially if they were in great condition, priced aggressively, presented correctly. And some other things you have to keep in mind in a depressed market is you're not necessarily going to get the best deal. You just have to understand that. But there's reasons why we're going to go into in a few minutes. But also sometimes in a depressed markets, buyers will come back and ask you for nickel and dime repairs, even after you've negotiated repairs. So let's say that the market crashes. Let's say that your house that you bought at $800,000 is now, that was worth $1 million is now back down to $800,000. And you don't have any equity in the house. So what are your options? You're kind of stuck, right? So in that situation, you would want to sell when the market's higher. Okay, so the other option is, and I know lots of people that are in this situation as well, they bought their house at $500,000 and then now it's worth $1 million. So let's say that they want to move somewhere else. They're going to take a whole lot more equity, whether it's another 500,000 plus out to wherever they're moving, that's great. They have a lot more options that way. But let's say that $1 million house that they bought for $500,000 came back down to $800,000. Well, they're still in a good spot. What do they have to let go of? That extra $200,000 that they just didn't catch for the market. And that's okay, that's an ego decision. But at the end of the day, when you're buying another house at a lower cost, your cost of living is going to be a lot better. The whole idea behind this was to elicit more questions than give you answers. And that was the whole idea behind this is, we're right at the top of the market. What's going to happen? We don't know. Will it continue to go up? Will it crash down? Will it plateau? We don't know. But I want to make sure that you have questions in your head so you can ask your professional financial advisor, your loan broker, your real estate agent, so you can go through and create scenarios that fit your needs. Do me a favor real quick, take 2 seconds and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Also hit the like, the little thumbs up, and the little bell so you'll be notified of upcoming videos.